Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Today is Thursday, and the date is 7th of October 2021. لا يا حبايبي, no. Please, remember our rules. Never draw on the screen, okay? I love you too, but never draw on the screen. Listen to your teacher and focus, okay, حبايبي? And I love you too, ya Lauren. I love you too. All right, girls. Yesterday we were talking about all the living things, and we divided them into 3 groups. Remember? There are producers, consumers, and decomposers. They are different in the way they eat. If they make their own food, what do we call them?
Producers.
Excellent, producers. What if they eat other living things? Living things eat other living things.
Consumers.
Consumers.
Decomposer.
Living things, ya Dania, eating other living things. What do we call them, ya Danu?
Consumer.
Hi, Dania. Dania?
Yes.
What
Good
do
morning,
call living
Miss.
things
Sorry,
that
I'm late.
eat living things?
Service I can't hear you because Maryam just talked.
Living things eat other living things.
Living things eat other living things. It's cosmers.
Consumers.
Consumers.
Yes, excellent. But if we have living things that break down dead organisms for food, what do we call them, girls? We call them
Decomposers.
Sorry?
Decomposers.
Yes, decomposers. Excellent, decomposers. Now, who are the living things, or who are the consumers? What are the groups of consumers?
Herbivore and omnivore and carnivore.
Excellent. Also based on what they eat. If they eat only plants, they are herbivore. If they eat only meat, they are omnivore. But if they eat meat
and plants,
they are carnivore. Now, before we start with our lesson, let me make sure. Producers, like plants, how do they make their own food? They use what?
They use the sun to get energy.
Excellent. They take energy from the sunlight. Habibi, grade 3. Everyone, do you understand this? Yes? Everyone?
Yes, I'm done writing this.
Okay, yes, Yarima, what do you have to say?
I understand, and everything is so easy that
Alhamdulillah. So I'm very sure our lesson today will be more easy. Okay, girls? So today we are going to learn about something called food chain. What do I mean by a food chain? Open with me to page 172. 172.
Yes, we took it in grade 2. I took it in grade 2 in other school for the food chain.
Very good. So you can help us today, Lean. All right, girls. Today we're going to talk about food chain. What do I mean by food chain? In page 100.
Your voice is laggy.
Yes?
Can you read?
Just a minute, Habibi. There is someone saying that my voice is lagging. Can you hear me clear, guys?
Yes.
I can't hear that clear. Your voice is really laggy.
I can't hear you, dear. Rosanna, is that you, Mama? Rosanna? You can't hear me?
Yes, she's Susanna. She can't hear you. She said there.
Rosanna Habibi, can you try going out and in again? Okay, girls, let's underline the word food chain. Food chain. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, your sound is very clear.
Okay,
Yes, Miss, we can hear you.
very good. We said that producers, they take the energy from sunlight to make their own food. And if a consumer comes and eats this producer, they will take the energy from them. So when I say a food chain, I am definitely meaning that energy can move between living things in an ecosystem. So a food chain will show the path of food from one living thing to another. Huh. So what we are going to talk about, yes, ya Lamar?
Which one?
You are raising your hand.
I just wanted to tell you that me and my cousin Dima, we were.
Teacher, sorry I was late.
What?
Lamar, can you bring your iPad closer so I can hear you?
I said that me and my cousin Dima, we were eating flour.
Oh, eating flowers or consumers eating plants? Okay, the energy moved from this plant to you. See? Okay, so when I talk about food chain, I will show the path of food from one living thing to another. I am showing the path of what? Of food, because it is a food
I'm like
chain.
this.
Because it is what? A food chain. So definitely I am going to show the path of food from one living thing to another. Now we are going to talk about plenty of examples, okay? Did everyone underline?
Yes, but as you know, my dad always
Yes, I
drinks
underline.
tea with flour.
I finished.
No.
All right, girls. So now you know that energy moves between living things in an ecosystem. How do energy move from between living things? How? Because sunlight gives the
Sunlight.
producer energy. Take a look over here. Number one, the sunlight gives who the energy? It gives the plant energy. Over here. Who will eat this plant? A consumer or a small consumer will come and eat those plants. This rat, kangaroo rat, there is some other animal will eat him. Who? The rattlesnake will eat this rat. So the energy will move from the rat to the snake. And I have something called the road runner that will eat this rattlesnake, and the energy will move to it too. Can you see? So the first one is the sun. The owner of the energy is who? The sun. See, this is number one. Who's the owner of the energy?
The sun.
The sun. The sun will give the energy to the plant. The plant is the
The sun.
producer. Why the plant is the producer? Because the plant will make their own food. After that, who will eat those plants? The kangaroo rat.
The rat.
After
And the
the
snake.
kangaroo rat eats those plants, someone else will come and eat this kangaroo, the rattlesnake. After that, the road runner will eat the rattlesnake. Now, it shows a path, isn't it? Can you see a path over here? The energy
Yeah.
from light moved from the plant to the rat, to the snake, and then to the bird. So this makes the food chain. Why? Because it shows you the path of food moving. See? Someone will eat another.
moving to animal to another.
Yes, from one to another. So the energy
Like
moves.
a migration.
Excellent. No, it's not like a migration, Habibi. No. Now you learned about how energy moves from living thing to another, and we know that food chain mean food will go from one to another, and it make a chain. It look like a chain. Can you see? It look like a chain or not?
Excuse me, Miss
Miss, I
Kinita.
need to tell you something.
Why do they call it the rattlesnake?
It is rattlesnake. The name is
No,
rattlesnake.
I want to know why they call it rattle.
Sorry?
I want to know why they call it rattle.
We can look for it later, but now rattlesnake, they eat rats to get energy.
Miss,
And who
I
eats
know
the
why
rats
her
to
name.
get energy? Who
I know
eats the
why.
snake to get energy?
Miss, I know
Miss,
why
I needed to tell you something.
Miss, I know
Miss
why
Rosanna.
Miss, I know why this snake is
Minute,
is
Rosanna is talking, ya mama. Miss Rosanna.
Miss, I'm not Rosanna, I'm Lean. I'm
Miss
Lean
Kelly.
Kamel.
Ma habibi.
I wanted to say because if my dad goes like far from if my dad goes far, the internet will keep shutting off because the internet that's behind my computer it's not working. So then my dad told me connect to my phone. So now every time he goes far, it kicks me out and rejoins me. Just like now, it just said your internet
Right, habibi.
connection.
It's okay, ya mama. It's okay, Aline. I can see you clear and I can hear you clear. Do you hear us?
I can hear you, but it's glitchy.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but we can hear you very clear. Okay.
If it kicks me out, it's not me, it's the internet.
Okay, I want you to open this page with me and try to understand with us. If you have any question, just raise your hand, okay? Very good, very good.
Miss, what's the big page?
Page 173.
Miss.
173. Yes, ya mama.
Can I tell you why it's called rattlesnake?
Of course, yes.
Because his tail is like a rattle.
Oh, this is okay. I can
Like
see that. So, Dania, did you hear your friend? She's saying it's called a rattlesnake because the tail is rattle. So, yeah,
is moving.
okay,
Oh,
that can be.
I didn't get that.
Also, see it's
More of this
here.
information by checking it out. All right,
And
girls.
also,
what I want from you
this
is
tail
here,
black and
I
white.
want
It's
you to
you
circle
can
the
see it.
predator, okay, and put an X on the prey. You know who's the predator? If the lion eats the deer, that makes the lion the predator. See? If a lion is eating a deer, who's the predator over here? The lion is the predator. Okay.
Like
Now, who's the predator over here? The kangaroo rats or the rattlesnake?
Rattlesnake.
Habibi, I want you all to participate, ya mama. The rattlesnake is the predator. And who's the prey?
The rat.
Now, what about
the
over
mouse
here?
and
What
the
about
bird.
the road runner and the rattlesnake? If the road runner will eat the snake,
the
the
predator is
predator?
the road runner.
What about the rattlesnake? It is
not
the
the-
prey. So an animal can be a predator and a prey prey in sometimes. See? So a lion cannot be all the time a predator. Sometimes some animal, they can come and eat this lion. Also the rattlesnake.
Miss, did you know that
This the room is so big.
if like a rattlesnake is a predator, right?
Yes, it's a predator and
So
sometimes it can be a prey.
yeah, and so do you know butterflies? Butterflies on their stomach and their wings from the bottom, they have like circle things to scare away predators.
Oh, cool. These are the what do we call these? We call them adaptations. See? Remember
And also the
adaptation?
corn is producer. They make
Habibi
the
Lee, why you are always ahead of us? You have to wait for the teacher and for the explanation. And then when I ask, I would love to hear your answer, okay? Okay, Lee?
Okay.
Very good. As Lee said, this boy is eating a corn, and this corn is a producer. Very good, very smart, Lee. Very smart, excellent. So you see over here, these are crops, okay? This is a picture of a farm, all right? A corn, what? Corn is a producer. Why, Yalin? Hi, Yalin الباحث. Why?
what? I can't hear. Someone is opening.
Why a corn is a producer?
Because when they plant a seed, when they plant a seed, it becomes seedling, and then seed, and then it
Because it
and
is
grow an
plant.
adult plant, and the corn will grow.
So
Would
the
will
corn is
will
a
appear.
plant, and the plant makes their own food. That's why it is a producer. Now, who will eat this corn? Take a look at this picture. Who will eat this corn? Huh? The energy.
The chicken.
The chicken. Excellent. The chickens are consumers. They eat corn. And who eat chicken?
The humans.
Humans, we are consumers who might eat corn or chicken or both. Now, what makes this path? Now I can see a path. If the sunlight gives the energy to the corn, who will eat the corn? The chickens, and then
The
we are going to eat the chickens. I can see a path. What do we call this path?
A food
Take
chain.
a look. Food chain. Excellent. Girls, do you understand with me?
Miss,
Have
we
I?
draw like you.
Yes.
لا يا
But
ماما, you don't
miss,
grow. This is the sun. Now the corn took the energy from the sun. Then the chicken took the energy because they ate the corn. After that, we ate the chickens that ate the corn that took the energy from the sun. So energy moves from one living thing to another and finally to us. So this is a path, and I call this path with a food chain. So if you understand very well, if I ask you to make a food chain, are you able to give me an example of a food chain? Let's try this. I'm going to share a whiteboard with you. Please,
Miss?
guys, bring your notebook or paper. Give me an example of a food chain, okay?
Miss?
Always,
Miss?
always, always a food chain must start with what? I'm going to show you. All the food chain must
And
start
this.
with the sun. Why? Who can tell me?
Me.
Huh, Mayelin, why? All the food chain must start with the sun.
Because the sun, when a plant grow or something, the sun will have energy, and inside the sun the sun have energy, and the energy and the sun will give the energy to another. plant or anything.
Very good. So the owner of the energy is the sun,
It's the
and it's
sun.
all about moving energy from one living
Yes.
thing to another living thing. See?
Yes.
Can you see this? It's all about
Yes.
what? Moving energy from one living thing to another. So I always start with the sun. The sun will give this energy to a producer. It must be a producer. Huh. From the sun to a producer.
Miss and page, Miss and page, and page, Miss and page.
Habibi,
One,
can you wait a minute? Can you wait a
and page
second?
one. Okay.
Can you wait a second,
Miss,
Mama?
we bring in it. We can write like it.
Miss,
I have a question.
Who will eat this producer? It must be a consumer. Consumer will eat this producer. Okay,
Miss,
this is the very simple food chain. So the energy will go to a producer. A producer will be eaten by a consumer. Okay? Now let's talk about a food chain.
Miss,
Hi, Batul, you have an example?
no, but I have a question.
I need an example, ya Batul. Can you give me? Try with me. Give
Okay.
me an example of
Okay.
a producer. A producer can be plant. Any plant. Who will eat this plant here, Batul?
A producer.
Miss, can I tell you
Oh,
something?
a plant is a producer. Who will eat this producer?
Miss, can I tell you?
Hi, Batul.
Yes, Miss. Miss,
Who will eat this plant? Give me any animal that will eat this plant.
I will give you a chicken.
Okay. Okay, chicken. We talked about chicken. Do you have another consumer?
Yeah. I have the giraffe.
Okay, what about a sheep?
What about the what?
A sheep.
Okay, a sheep.
Is there any animal will eat this sheep?
Yes.
Who will eat this sheep?
Maybe a lion or the goat they mean.
Very good. Okay, Jayda, who will eat the sheep?
Yes, Miss.
Hi, Jayda.
Miss, I know who eats the sheep. And Miss, we do.
Habibi, Jayda,
Miss,
I asked
I
Jayda
know.
to talk here, Mama. I
Miss,
couldn't hear Jayda.
I have one. I have
Miss,
one.
I have a
Okay,
question.
okay, I know
I have
what
a
to do.
question.
I'm really sorry to do this. Never talk when your friend is talking. When the teacher asks someone to speak, please give her the chance. I was asking Jayda to speak. Where's Jayda? Yes, yeah, Mama.
Who eats sheep?
Yes.
Sheep mean yes people.
Okay, I need an animal, other consumer. Very good. Very good. Give me another. Who else than people? Okay, Jayda, thank you. Hi, Batul, continue.
Yes.
Who will eat the sheep? Told me.
A lion.
A lion. Excellent.
But Miss, I have a question. Should we right now do like this with you? We write it in the notebook.
Yes, please, if you want. These are examples of food chains. Now, I need a longer food chain. This is a food chain from 3 stages. Can you do it from the 4 stages? Yes, يا لمار الفالح.
I was gonna say that who will eat the sheep is the cheetah.
Very good. Okay, can you
plant, then a plant, then a giraffe,
Okay.
and then a sheep.
Okay, so again, these are 3. I need to be 4. How about if you choose someone smaller, just like a rat or like a frog? A frog can eat a plant,
Yeah.
or a mosquito can eat a plant. Let's try a fly.
No, a frog can eat a mosquito.
A fly will eat plant, and then a frog will come and eat this frog. Who will eat frog? Huh? A snake will eat a frog. See?
Ew.
Now, how many stages I have?
4.
See? Plant will eat the plant, the fly, and then the frog will eat the fly, and then the snake will eat the frog. Is there someone can eat the snake? Is there someone can eat the snake? Yes. Yes. Who is it? Who knows? Only if you know, raise your hand. Who will eat the snake? Yes, yeah, Lujane, do you know? Who will eat the snake? Let me see. Raise your hand if you know. And only if you know who will eat the snake. Yes, yeah, Limburai. Do you have any idea who will eat the snake?
The tiger.
Okay, not usually the tiger. From your book.
I want to tell you something really quickly.
Okay, just I need this answer first. Yes, yeah, mama, huh?
The bird?
Excellent. Which kind of bird?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We call it the
road runner. The road runner. The road runner.
Excellent. The road runner. Thank you, Yatalin. Bravo, bravo,
I
bravo.
want to tell you something. I want to tell you
Second,
something.
Yatalin, I will let you tell me.
It's like it's
So
about it's something like the class. It's
okay.
something like
This is a 5 stages food chain. So always a food chain starts with a producer. Over here, I'm going to circle the producer. It always starts with a producer. And then later on, just a second. So it will start with a producer, and then all the rest are consumers. All what comes after the producer is consumers. So all this, guys, what do we call the path that shows food move from one to another, Yaleen? What do we call this path? Lean Bur'i.
oh.
Yes. What do we call the path that shows food moving from one living thing to another? What do we call it? Food.
Catcher.
What
Food
do we
chain.
call it? Food chain. What do we call it again? Food
chain.
chain.
Miss, I want to tell you something.
Yes, quickly, Ma, because our time
Okay.
is up and you have another class to catch up.
Okay.
So,
Do you know
we are going to continue.
do you know that parrots
Yes.
need the sun because because if they stay in the sun for 1 hour, they get vitamin C from the sun.
Oh, so they cannot live in the sun. They need shadows.
No, they can stay only 1 hour in the sun, but it can be really sunny. Because if it becomes really sunny and you put him out in the sun, he can die. So it needs to be a little bit way too sunny. So and then put him out only for 1 hour, and then
what does a pirate eat, Yaleen? What does a pirate eat?
Parrot. Parrots. They eat cucumbers.
So they eat producers.
Yeah. By the way,
Come and
do you
eat
know that?
those
Do you
parrots?
know that when Miss? Do you know that when they were a baby, they always eat their own poop?
Okay, Lynn, who will eat those parrots?
Who will eat the parrots?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the lion, the tiger.
Excellent, excellent. Now we made our food chain. So a parrot will eat a producer, a plant, and then this parrot, someone else will come and eat it. So now we made a food chain. I want from you this weekend, whenever you look around you, think about food chain. Who can eat who? All right?
Okay.
And make